was the time that we all as adults got to look around at one another and say, this is the last time. I'm good.
But working in fiction as a director, as an actor, working in literature, a lot of that's transporting yourself to maybe a fictional environment, but maybe it's also a prism, a reflection, an opportunity to look back. What have you learned from some of these things that you've inhabited, some of these places you've visited, that have maybe been eye-opening for you, that have been revelations for you in your growth? It's a big one.
It's a very large question. What have I learned from
is that not the job of literature?
7 years of telling stories? Stories are eternal. They are the life's blood of humanity. I've really learned that I feel like I was born to do this, and I'm enormously grateful that I stumbled my way into it.
Were there times when that confidence was shaken? What were the hard parts?
You want me to just bare my soul?
If you'd like. We can always throw it to the audience. I can always pick somebody else up.
I'm used to paying a therapist for that.
Well, we got Steve Burns crying a couple hours ago. That was crazy.
Steve was here?
Yeah, he was.
I met Steve backstage.
And when I told him that my next moderation was you, he was so excited to meet me.
You don't understand. I have a picture with Steve Burns on my phone.
Wow.
I met him for the first time backstage. He's awesome.
He was excited to meet you.
Yeah, I was excited to meet him.
This picture was taken after I told him you were going to be here. There it is. Incredible. It is a selfie that they took a picture together. Two people that raised us, got us to read, got us to learn together. That's incredible.
You know, that's
like the MCU right there.
There was a quality children's program, the origin story. There was a time, Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Blue's Clues, Reading Rainbow, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, Wishbone. These were the joints, right? There's nothing like them in the landscape of television today. And I'm happy and proud to have been a part of that brief window in time where we were rocking it. And look at y'all. I mean, I'm enormously proud of you, and I like to feel like I had some small part in helping to help you find your destiny. So,
is it a small part or a big part? I think you played a big part.
A part.
But after that MCU comment, somewhere Steve Nye's like putting purple makeup on, trying to do the Thanos thing. He's like, oh, okay, I'm in on that. Let's get another question. There we go, another Starfleet uniform. Is that our quote?
Yes, of course.
You were a huge part of my childhood, so thank you for that. But my main question is, what are you currently reading, or do you have any recommendations?
Currently, I'm still recording season 11 of the podcast, Lavar Burton Reads. I say at the beginning of every episode, hi, I'm Lavar Burton, and this is Lavar Burton Reads. In every episode, I handpick a different piece of short fiction, and I read it to you. The only thing these stories have in common is that I love them, and I hope you will too. And then we take a breath, right? And then I read the story. So I'm still reading a lot of short stories for the podcast. And I look forward to being able to get back to my reading list. Which is always, having a companion, right? A book all the time is, I think it's a civilized way to live.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Incredible. Who else we got? You see anybody popping out to you?
Well, there's a young lady with a treble there.
Yeah, there is.
There
sure is.
Yeah. And, trebles, a treble will always get a microphone in front of your face.
Hi. It's great to meet you, but I was just wondering, when you play Geordie, Was it hard to like act while you had the visor on?
You mean, was it hard to
Like,
see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes. Yes, it was.
You couldn't see the visor.
You know, if you put your hand up to your face, right, and keep your eyes open, there's obstruction, but you can still see through it. That's kind of what the visor was like, except for I couldn't see that, and I couldn't see my feet.
A lot of your peripheral vision was gone.
Yeah. So I really had to learn how to navigate the sets without bumping into shit.
Coming back to the character 30 years later, have there been improvements to the visor?
It's an inocular implant. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't wear the visor.
You'd think with all that stuff they're implanting,